on his panel. So there we go.
But I want Kini ẹ̀fún tá a ṣe lọ.
Ṣé ń gbọ́.
Ọ̀pọ̀ mi wà gan tó jẹ́ pé ẹnu tara tí a máa gbọ́ tá à ní gbọ́ nínú ilé. Kò yẹ kó mọ lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn náà.
Ẹ jẹ́ sáré ṣàlàyé fún yín díẹ̀ kẹ́gbọ́. Ṣé rí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ corona inquest ẹni tó ṣẹ̀tẹ̀ gangan bàbá Mohbad ti fi bí sùn ṣe understand but gbogbo bó ṣe lọ lẹ́ni Ọlọ́run ló ní kó níbẹ̀ ṣe get but ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀. Ní àwa tá a jẹ́ kinní lẹ́yìn òní ní nǹkan kan tá a fẹ́ ṣe mẹ́ẹ̀ pàtó kò wá important ṣe understand.
But nevertheless kò yẹ kó máa mú story tí wọ́n wá fún wa. Story tí wọ́n yẹ ká máa gbọ́ undiluted story. Ó kú jẹ́ kí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ bí change ẹ̀ náà.
Sister Mercy same story náà lè máa gbọ́ mẹ́ẹ̀ ní gbọ́ nǹkan tó yẹ ẹ̀ nǹkan tí spending tó lọ sọ́bẹ̀ lẹ́yìn nǹkan tí CP ti sọ nínú speech ẹ̀ ni nínú public ní ẹ̀tẹ́ bá listen dára statement tó kọ tí gbogbo àwọn tó kó nílé Mohbad kọ òun náà ló padà lọ defend ní corona inquest ló lọ sọ kò lè fi kún kò dẹ̀ lè yọ kúrò tí ò bá fi sọ.
àní wẹ́ẹ̀sì kù díẹ̀ kó yí ilé mi sẹ́ ó ní kan tó dùn mọ́ òun jù nínú kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní wípé ó ní pé òun gbọ́ pé Wùmí náà bá ọkọ ẹ̀ jà ó ní òun gbọ́ pé Wùmí náà bá ọkọ ẹ̀ jà pé òun àtọkọ ẹ̀ jọ jà nígbà tó ń dà ìgbà yẹn lọ sọ pé òun lọ sí kinní if not that àwọn tó yẹ pé àwọn tó ti sáré wá ṣáájú ẹ̀ sọ lẹ́sàn-án tó ti sẹ́ pé èèyàn ti wá wà ń bẹ̀ pé èèyàn tó wá wà ń bẹ̀ ìkan tí èèyàn ṣáàlì wá purọ́ fún wa nígbà tó yẹ pé kò sí.
ẹni tí mo padà sọ pé kó lọ gbọ́dá minutes ó pẹ́ débẹ̀ sí mi ò sí àrà mo travel sister Pinky lọ́sẹ̀ pẹ̀lú kí n gbọ́ ìtàfà níbo lẹ́wà mo ní ẹ̀wò mo ti ní program lọ́jọ́ yẹn gangan mi ò tẹ̀ lè lọ sóòrò tẹ̀bá nǹkan tí ká ní kò lè pé program.
òṣèlú ọjọ́ kẹ́lẹ́ yìí lọ ẹ̀ bá ti mẹ́yàn kan kó máa lọ kókò tiẹ̀ kọ̀ fi fóònù sápò kókò gbọ́kàn tó fẹ́ gbọ́ kó ṣe pé every time a máa gbọ́ níbi kan àwọn dẹ̀ ti bìlí pé ẹ̀ka òṣùwọ̀n lẹ ṣe máa ń ṣe lọ́hùn fún wa.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni ṣẹlẹ lè reason tí mo sọ fún yín pé àlè lọ ni pé tẹ bá wo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lè ní nǹkan tá a ti gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ ní kọsí ẹni tó jẹ́ bí lọ́ọ̀yà spending yẹn ṣe understand so èèyàn mi ni wọ́n ṣe understand kò sí nǹkan tó.
ṣe gbọ́ ẹni tó jẹ́ bí lọ́ọ̀yà spending yẹn ẹ máa gbọ́ ọ. Ẹ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Ẹ ṣe máa ń ṣe lóhun fún ara yín.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ṣẹlẹ lè reason tí mo sọ fún yín pé àlè lọ ni pé tẹ bá wo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lè ní nǹkan tá a ti gbọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ ní kọsí ẹni tó jẹ́ bí lọ́ọ̀yà spending yẹn ṣe understand so èèyàn mi ni wọ́n ṣe understand kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tán tí ò ṣe tó jẹ́ tuntun ṣe understand kò ń ṣe tuntun ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ but ẹ̀rí pẹ́lẹ́ ní wọ́n ti àwọn bàbá Fálànà ti yọwọ́ ara wọn pé àwọn orí làwọn fẹ́ ṣe àwọn òdẹ̀ gba kọ́bọ̀ lọ́wọ́ Wùmí but lọ́wọ́ táwọn wà báyìí àwọn làwọn set up corona inquest àwọn dẹ̀ ti yọ ọwọ́ àwọn kúrò níbẹ̀.
níbo ni bàbá Fálànà ti sọ yẹn.
wọ́n ti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà àwọn lọ́yà àwọn tó bá lọ lẹ́yìn wọn á gbọ́ wọ́n ti náà máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ so àwọn tó bá lọ lẹ́yìn wọn á gbọ́ so what is the
plan then? Gbọ́ yẹn before now.
Ẹni kí lẹ sọ.
Gbọ́ yẹn before today.
Before today kó tó lọ lẹ́bi kó tó sọ fún ọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lọ ti sọ pé wọ́n á yọ wọn because wọ́n fẹ́ ẹ̀pá lọ́ba family ni. Ìgbà tẹ́ tó lẹ̀ jẹ́ bàbá gangan tó ti lọ́ fẹ́ máa borúkọ bàbá Fálànà jẹ ẹ mọ̀ pọ̀ ṣe corona láti jọ yìí. Àwọn dẹ̀ sẹ́tọ̀ corona fún wọn ni láti lè fi investigate láti fi gẹ̀tọ̀rọ̀ nígbà táwọn Ìyábọ̀ Òjó ti pariwo pé nǹkan báyìí tán ti lọ mìtì bàbá so wọ́n ti fàyọ̀ fọ́ wọ́n fẹ́ borúkọ ṣéǹbà yẹn jẹ́ àwọn ọmọ bàbá tó jẹ́ kinní bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ti declare bẹ́ẹ̀ pé tó bá jẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yẹn ni káwọn ṣe kíni kan yọwọ́ Àwọn question tó dẹ̀ bèrè lọ́wọ́ spending gbogbo báyìí sọ náà ó ṣẹlẹ̀.
If you buy any call ti wọlé, the call cut off that recording. Ó dẹ̀ dùn mí gan because when that call came in, it was an important call as well. I had to pick that call. Continuation of that, yeah. This guy, King White and the lawyer, also bought a hotel a day before the coroner inquest. So, eléyìí mi gbọ́ ní period yẹn. Tó fi wá so kò kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. What is happening? And the lady's name was mentioned. The Queen Alaja name was mentioned too on this live, on this thing. King, Eldoba read between the line of this show, Ton Sheyi. Open Sono Meta. There are 3 things that was clear. That King Wet made it clear. Also, there's another video. King Wet said they have like 4 moles around Baba Mohbad. They are hosts. They are very close to Baba Mohbad. You understand? And we know one of them that is clear, that came from that platform. It was part of those people that started the first rally they did in Nigeria for Wunmi, that period. You understand? So, Igbaye, let me tell you, Bobo iti were compromised. This spending guy. Power before this show, he was saying that Mohbad appeared to him while he was in cell. That Mohbad told him that he should not compromise, and that he's ready to say the truth. So that was why when he came out, the first platform he went to was that person's platform. Was that person's platform? You know? So at the end of the day, he said there that only corona inquest mawa. Arifa. They said there will be corona inquest, that when he gets to corona inquest, he will be able to say his truth. And that if you want to answer any question here, it's yes or no. And if you don't want to answer, don't answer. But eventually, he even still dropped some hints in the questions that were being asked. So now, you have said so many things. VDM interview you still jump the fact that you never said Mohbad wanted to throw Liam into the water on the Butemeta bridge. But yet you said the driver parked at the Butemeta when Mo and Wunmi was fighting. Right? You said that the other PART2 car was already making their way home. That was why you guys did not get to the destination at the same time, because of that stopover you guys had. And when I ask you that, is it true that there was a record of you saying that, did you ever mention that Mo wanted to throw the baby in the water or in the river or in the ocean, whatever? He said, no, that's not what he said. That there's no way, when they came to visit him in Panti, that nobody is allowed to bring in a phone or any form of anything. That so he's daring any one of them that said that there's a recording of him saying such. You understand? Now, my own personal opinion, that statement might be true, except there are other devices like pen or glasses or whatever, those recording device, except that. But then, when I asked the people that was involved, that, do you have this evidence? They said, no. And I was told there was no recording of such. So I believed when he now said the side of his own story, that the only thing he said that there was an argument, and CY opened the car, and CY put the baby on the seat of the car, and he grabbed the baby that on the main road, and I just abandoned a little baby on the chair, and that he picked the baby. That was the story that he gave to those people that asked him question on the day they visited him at Panti. So now, Spending, why are you continuously lying? In this whole matter, you have said, like, at least Timothy Kansin, 10 different stories. And this thing started happening after September 6th. After Ngbo Kini change. So Kini, what is your problem spending? You even said that you have mobile's iCloud. You said it. So Queen Alaja, and I will continue for you to have that nerve to call me and started shouting like a fool. I will continue to mention your name. Because what is your Queen, when you started on Papariano, have you forgotten? November, December 2023, you were in that platform December 24/25. You were swearing, cussing, Bolly B, shake, your voice has gone. December 31st, crossover to January 2024, Queen Alaja, you was on that platform, you were crying, shouting, cussing, doing all sort of a quick. Overnight, people were in church. You was there doing crossover of cussing on Papariano's platform. There's record of that. Yeah? You had never for once mentioned anything of such as spending whatever. So at what point did you now discover that spending is your neighbor? Spending is your Aburo Adubo or whatnot? And ever since you have been speaking to this boy, yeah, you have destabilized his life. You have changed his narratives. You have been giving him wrong advice. And now you are becoming to be like those people that if they mention the nurse, they are coming to attack them. And the way you crawl, do you know how your journey started? You left Papariano. You first ran to Aries, right? And when you kai only run here, one daddy, I will sue Aries. I will check in with Aries. I will check in. From there, you migrated to Buki Jesse. At some point, you was a moderator there because you are trying to find your way around Baba. I remember you DM me. You DM me in my inbox saying that you want to speak to Baba Mohbad, blah 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 blah. That's what you said. And you, what is your connection? Is you now that will now tell me that I'm playing a voice note that was doctored before the original was played? Have you forgotten how you were dragging Baba Mohbad? So what is the connection between you, the non-spending, that you are going everywhere, trying to shade them, trying to cover them, trying to protect them? No, that's not there. Trying to protect them. And you have the audacity to call me and started telling me rubbish. That why did I record Baba? Why did I say Kiniko? How did you get my number? Stalker. You want to buy a spending jet? Could they see bó ṣe lè ṣe? Ó máa ṣe ẹ̀wọ̀n. Kò dẹ̀ ṣe ẹ̀wọ̀n kékeré, ẹ̀wọ̀n ńlá ló máa ṣe. Torí olórí burúkú onírọ́ ni. Ẹ̀yin lẹ fa gbogbo, tẹ́ ń dá gbogbo ẹ̀rù. And this is your strategy. So that we will not be able to connect any dots. Ẹ wá ń dá gbogbo ẹ̀rù. Ẹ wá ń fi orí oníkálùkù bára wọn. Ẹ wá ń ṣe yamayama. Ó ti sílé tẹ́lẹ̀. Ó yá má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́. Ó tún kọ́ bó ṣe lọ ṣe disclaimer pé 9 tóun sọ yẹn kọ́ lóun fẹ́ sọ o. Pé 11 lòun fẹ́ sọ. Ẹ tún release press statement lórí yẹn. Why are you not doing this? Why? You was in the car, you was in the house. You lied to us that you left. You told me you left the house that day because when Mo and Wumi started fighting, that's how the Mali fight. You left the house. Only for the driver now to come and tell us that nobody, I repeat, nobody left that house from those who came from Ikorodu. And when Very Dark Man was about to interview you now, he was talking. They say you are the one that called the nurse. They say, oh yeah, the driver. Oh yeah, let's start from the driver. Say one interviewer. Oh, the interviewer better. You was now saying, let us start from the driver. Wait, but I know he knows what he's doing. He just gave you a platform for you to be comfortable so that you can be able to express yourself. Right? So, that you express with your own mouth, spending. You said that everything the driver said was true. Abi? Spending. Only everything the driver said. Very Dark Man asked you, did you listen to my interview with the driver? You said yes, you have seen it. And you said everything the driver said was the truth. So the driver said nobody left the house. That is the truth, Abi. Okay, we hold on to that as the truth. But you said that you left the house when they were arguing, spending. Even tó bá ṣe mistake bọ́nú eléyìí, àwa gbòòrò ànígbàgbé tá máa fi kú. Anywhere tá bá ti rí ẹ, ó ti yé ẹ fún àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó ti pa yẹn. Ṣòro àwọn ìkanra tó ti fi drag wa wrongly. Ìkanra tó yẹ pé wọ́n ti fi ba orúkọ wa jẹ́ yẹn. Wàláì, ó wọn máa gbàgbá tí ṣeré ni. Tó dó lórí burúkú ni ẹ. Ìyá wèrè tó ń gbé ẹ sẹ́yìn tó ń gbé ẹkùn yẹn. Tó ń jẹ́ kó jẹ́ pé nǹkan tó yẹ ká kọ́. What we should have just seen the justice jẹ́jẹ́. And I now make it to talk to me.
Sorry, Mr. Lagata, to interrupt. Please don't say that you are online. Don't let them say that you are threatening him. Or
He's not threatening.
Please don't say that. Please.
Arifa, please.
So
help us to interpret that video that he played.
So
Okay, you mean the video that Lagata played, right?
Yes.
He's going to replay it. Just let him finish. Hold on.
No, like you will translate to those that doesn't.
I will. That is why I said. That is why I said he will replay, so that I will translate it. Let him finish his submission first. Carry on, brother.
So all this pain you guys have caused us, so many pains. What you could have just, the way you said it when you came out of prison 2 days after was when I was opportune to speak to you through a lady that you were forming dating. After 2 days, and you yourself, you said so many things, spending. So now you cannot come and say the truth. You cannot come and say the truth. Me, I am just happy that my 1 naira was not part of your out of your bail or your upkeeping or whatever. Because nobody Lord Dumiju. Wajadi. You're not coming up with lies. Telling us lies. You want to you also pay Mohbad, you are the one that's closer to Mohbad. He said, no, it's Mohbad that came to call you. And so effing what? Queen Alaja, I know you are here listening. Yeah? You are here. You are on Bowabushi Wine. Yao Shini, Yajara Bukanye. Evil woman. For just people to say the truth, this is what happened. That's what happened. If you know that your hand is not there, why was you lying to us? You said that Mohbad, Wunmi cooked rice on Monday at 11 o'clock. That he serve you rice. Abi, you don't talk spending. And yet, you said you left the house on Sunday night at 1 a.m. when you guys got to Lekki, that the fight was too much, the argument, they were arguing, you just say, this is how they normally do, and you pack your bag and you left. And the lifestyle said on Monday, Mohbad saw me, and I carry my school bag, and I wear socks. That Mohbad was even joking that, lifestyle, why are you carrying this bag like a schoolboy? Abi, and lifestyle, you told me yourself that you left the house to go to your own house. So, ṣé mú àṣeré ni gbogbo yín ṣe ti ṣeré ni. Ìkànnì.
I want to ask, which estate will open his estate at 1 p.m. 1 a.m.? Which estate? 1 a.m. You left the house 1 a.m. Which estate will open that place at 1 a.m.? Who? Yeah.
Let's assume. It was not 1 a.m. 3 a.m. Let's assume.
3 a.m.
I'm kind of
and spending. You are still coming to lie to us. Have you forgotten that DJ Bami said in court that 3 a.m. it was me spending and the nurse that went to the pharmacy to go and buy something. Have you forgotten that he said that?
Lagata. That CTC of a thing.
No, hold on. Ayé yìí máa bàjẹ́, ó tí mọ̀ nǹkan kan.
It is high time people go back to the CTC and cut their statements. Compare with what they are saying.
Honestly,
these people are
5 days, 5 days, have CTC, 5 days. Nígbà tó jáde fresh.
The other one said he was high throughout. He didn't know
I was in the car. Drunk now.
Engineer, Lagata. So I don't know. Wetin dey make me laugh like mumu like this.
Okay, Wumi now said.
You dey talk the story wey spending tell you.
On the day my husband died, yeah, the nurse was with us all night. All night though. All night.
Wait now, Lagata, you dey talk the story wey spending tell you now. He dey pay you say he dey deny am. Spending wey tell me say na him hold the door of the Prado because Mohbad want to push the girl down on motion when they get to Third Mainland Bridge. Say Mohbad want throw Wunmi down on motion when they got to Third Mainland Bridge.
Yeah. After they go say like I thought they record. Spending. You hear your voice yourself now. You go say na AI.
Arifa. How?
Sam Larry no record Zlatan. Baba Mohbad no record Wunmi. Wunmi no record Iya Mohbad. Iya Mohbad no record Baba Mohbad.
Anybody can record.
Now recording today. Recording season with day. If your way no dey pure, don't go the wine us. Queen Alaja, you dey recorded now. What are you looking for up and down? So lórí burúkú ni yín. Are you guys mad? And I want to turn everybody on TikTok, everybody on social media. You turn us to mad people. We were not even in the house. Was Lagata in the house? Lagata camera down. Lagata taking it on. Lagata taking it on. Because of all of you. Because if you have said the truth from the beginning, it will not even get to this. It will not get to this. On top of justice, you have collected agents, you have collected immigration officer, you have collected police officer. Olórí burúkú ni yín ni. Kò dẹ̀ ní dá fún yín bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń parọ́ yẹn lẹ́yìn kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ẹ̀yin ìkà òṣì. Evil people.
Arifa, do not forget, Spending also said that he was the one that carried the baby.
Kíni yẹn gan, mo yin mú bọ̀, ẹ má worry. Autopsy result tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ gbé jáde fún wa, tẹ́ ẹ kàn dá orí gbogbo everybody pọ̀, ṣé lè ya wèrè ni, a máa ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Don't worry, be patient. Nọ́mbà ẹni tó ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀, address tó ti ṣe, a máa kó gbogbo ẹ̀ jáde, kó gbogbo fọ́ pátápátá, ẹ̀yin ìka òṣì.
You like that don't talk to me.
Hello, okay. Good afternoon. Arifa, good afternoon. Everybody, good afternoon.
Please. Just a second.
Ademola, please wait. Let engineer talk first.
Where is Lagata now? Arifa, why do you drop Lagata? Abi is the one that
still here.
So Lagata is there. He defines something before you got mute.
Okay.
Engineer, before you talk, make her laugh, I beg.
Lagata, take it easy. Please calm down, please, sir. Please
I
come
nobody
back.
did this now. I just come fragile. We have been taking it easy for a very long time now.
Don't forget, see, don't forget.
It's like they don't know the pain that this thing is causing people.
Same spend.
Continue, engineer.
Same spend the talk say he carried that baby for back. The time we talk for BJ platform when they bring him and spending, he say the glass safe, the shattered glass, say he use hand clean am. People come ask am say shey you no come get scar for hand or something. So how come you wey carry pikin wey husband and wife dey fight from Ikorodu reach Ebute Meta, how they come take drop that pikin for your hand again? Shey the wife collect the pikin along the as they go from Ikorodu, you dey get wetin I dey talk? Shey the wife
You
no
see,
collect the pikin from
this boy just dey tie rope for him leg ups and down. You understand? Before I continue with spending, I will ask Lagata to replay that stuff where King White literally said, him and Spending's lawyer, they are a good and a very tight friend. Everything that Spending is coming to Corona Inquest to talk about has been discussed behind closed doors. So there's no need for them or any representative from that camp to be at Corona Inquest, because they knew everything that would play out that very day. That was what King White said in that voice note, that they knew everything that is coming to play, so there's no sense in, coming out to the inquest, or there's no need for that. But there is one particular point here that we need to connect. Spending story is about 3 to 4 now, on the same occasion, the same night. Now, like 3 to 4 different versions of stories from Spending alone. Story number 1, he left Mohbad house as at 9 p.m. now cancelled. Number 2, the issue between Wunmi and Mohbad was basically Wunmi fighting for Prime Boy. Wunmi is now fighting Mohbad because he's trying to defend Prime Boy. She's defending Prime Boy now. That why would you treat your friend like that? The friend you started together as a kid. Why are you now treating him like that? Because you are now okay, you don't blow. The boy never blew, Abi. Now he make you they they maltreat the boy or stuff like that. This is the reason why Wunmi is having quarrel with Mohbad, according to Spending. And I'm listening to this story for the first time, close to 2 years. This is not what he came to Corona Inquest to say. What he said at Corona was, he cannot remember what their conversation is inside that car. And he didn't even know, he can't recall what they are fighting or what the quarrel is all about. He was just 100% sure that they are quarreling inside the car. And court will not force you to say what you did not remember. Do you understand? That is story number 3. Now story number 4. You drop the number which they have been calling since yesterday. Do you understand? The number which they have been calling since yesterday. Now they need to reach out to you around 3 to please send the number again, because they can't find the number anymore. You now send the number as at 11. They now call you as at that 11 that they are taking Mohbad to the hospital. The story you told me was they are arguing from the house to the show. How am I late before I start that recording that day? And it's still they pay me to do, but I still have a lot in the cupboard, sha. The story was they fight from house before they reach that show that day. And they quarrel, they argue basically, you understand, on this traveling stuff. Say email, one message that came from email and other spending. One message from
Arifa,
email.
please, can I quickly say something? That's what I came up to say. I beg, yeah, you people, you have evidences, you have recordings for years, for months. You people, you refuse to release it. And are you guys allow this guy to be lying? This guy has been lying since the day he came to Corona inquest. And all of you, almost all the hosts, you are Arifa, you have spare this recording. Lagata asked, many people ask, all those boss mass, comrade, most all of you play it now. This guy has said his truth when he was in prison. He has told us the truth. He has told you guys the truth. Let's talk to us. What are you keeping the recording for? What is the recording doing your combat? This is the best time to play it. I trust everybody. Are you guys not tired? We are tired. Me, I'm tired. I don't know Mobad now.
Let me tell you one thing.
Play recording now. That's why you are playing some days ago. And you got to a time, you stop it, say you are not playing again. Play it now, you have it now.
Let me tell you one thing.
That's the first interview this guy gave when he was in prison. Authentic.
Let me tell you one thing, Mr. Taiwo, calm down. You see, immediately I discovered that Corona inquest said no evidence is coming from that internet that they are going to welcome. Any evidence you have, once you bring it to the internet, consider it waste.
Running is a very big lie. Running, play it. Okay, this all these seconds you have, where are you going to use it? When you want to play it?
Just calm down.
Play what you have. Now you can come my parole now.
What evidence are you talking about?
Calm down.
Which one are you talking about?
They have recordings of Arifa has recordings of all of them. They have recordings of the first interview they had with
which was what?
When he was in prison now, raw. It's raw now. Arifa, the one you are playing 2 days ago, play it now. Play it in full. Let us hear it.
Now listen. You see, when you don't know most of this game, we are going to lose a lot, and that is why we still find ourselves in this corridor. Most of us, as a host, we've done some vital information to content on this case. Some serious information we've turned into content on this case. I'm not a content creator here. I want justice for Mohbad. I would have released these things to their SAN for a very long time. But I sit quietly and I watch. What did the SAN even, what is he working on? When I discovered my own answer, I fold my hands because I'm still waiting for the day that they will still introduce another lawyer into this case. You people should write it down today. They will still introduce another lawyer to this case. Now, the person that will introduce it, I don't know. But as it is now, if VDM is coming as a whole body into this case, if VDM is coming into this case as a body, standing alone to fight this justice, Arifa, everything that I have would be submitted to him to fight the battle.
Arifa, you know how it's going. If you know you can't play it, give it to VDM. Or send it to me, or send it to someone, someone that can give it to VDM. You know how it's going. You know how it's going now. You know how everything is rolling now. Send it to VDM, or you send it to me, or you send it to someone that can give it to VDM. Send it.
Hold on, Mr. Taiwo. Hold on. What I want you to understand here is that when these people remove the aspect of media, do you know there are lots of evidence floating around the social media that can be useful in the court? But no, they said they don't want anything from social media. I was at the Corona inquest. When Sanshitu is talking about a particular interview of Wumi, And the magistrate said, no, I don't want. The man tried to persuade further. She cancelled it. And the man said, as your cost pleases. Which means, most of these things, if we give it out here, it's as if we are creating content. We will gather crowd. People will have something to talk about. Yes, we'll debate and it ends here. That is not what I want for Mohbad. What I intentionally want and what I genuinely want is justice. Everything I have at hand will be submitted to the right person if I don't have that resources to stand alone and fight this battle for this boy. I can easily fight it if I have the resources. But if somebody like VDM is coming in, if I can take little time to observe and I discover that yes, he has everything he needs to fight this battle, take it or leave it. I will submit the little I have to him. That will help. Somebody said, why didn't I give it to Yomi? As I did. I gave something to Yomi as at then. But I discovered it was not useful for him. And I decided to keep the rest to myself. I discovered it is not useful for him. Maybe he is not looking towards the direction that I am looking at. That is why what I gave to him seems useless. Then I decided to keep quiet. I keep it to myself. I have them. The little I have it. The voice note that Mr. Taiwo is talking about, if I am not mistaken, the voice note, the voice record that he is talking about now, it's about, if I'm not mistaken, so the major thing, see, pé wèrè tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún wa wọ́n ń jọ yẹn gangan òun gangan ní. Máta ìpè yẹn wọ́n ṣe pé fún ọ jẹ́ ibi obìnrin lórí kàyà àti fúrúṣ pé kìnìún kan tó wà ṣọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ ẹnìkan rẹ̀ kò bá ṣe kìnìún kan. Ṣìbúlẹ̀ tí yẹn ti fún ẹ̀nà ẹ̀rí mi fọwọ́ tó máa ń ṣe ní ẹni tí mi fọkọ̀ sáwọn kan tó ń sọ lọ́dà ó ṣe nígbà tí òṣèré máa ń bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ní ìpínlẹ̀ sí so nígbà lọ́kọ̀ nígbà lọ́kọ̀ wọ̀ ọmọ ìta láti ti lẹ̀kọ̀ yẹn tí mo fẹ́ wá sílẹ̀kùn lórí tọ́lá mi ẹnu parẹ́pẹ́ ẹni mo ń lọ́kùnlẹ̀kùn mo ń ṣe kéyìn kan. Ṣọlẹ̀ ti síwá ìjábọ̀ lórí tọ́mílà bíríjì. Àwọn àbíkí tó ń kájà àwọn tó ń yàrá ìyá aṣọ ṣe kí n kọ́ ṣẹ́wọ́n sí ẹ̀yà gbẹ́sẹ̀ mo fọ́ kí mílẹ̀kùn náà lọ ṣe expert pé lóye tó tọ́wọ́ dání mo fọ́ bọ̀ gáìdì wọn mo fọ́ bọ̀ tó lọ dání. Okay, I'll keep the rest. It's half. Look at it. When I say na half I play, you see I'll keep the rest.
Awala kan fọwọ́ ìlàyé jẹ́ ó ti parọ́. This guy said this. He has said this truth from day one. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbogbo ẹ̀rù. This guy will go to jail olórí burúkú ni kò dẹ̀ ní dáa fún.
No matter what.
He will go to jail. Personally, group party ẹ̀ á sọ̀rọ̀. We study like this guy to go to jail. Ó dàbí ni pé jail yẹn ń gbé kiri yẹn wù.
No, this is useful. 100% for VDM to establish this matter. I know what is there.
Arifa will go talk, don't worry, to get to VDM.
Arifa, please explain in English.
Arifa,
That's my question. Please don't explain it in English. Let's see.
Arifa, and everybody, my greetings.
What he was saying, I'm coming, Mr. Espander, ever been here, Bonnie. What was playing in that note was, I am spending. We are talking, and Spending was like telling me what really happened that day to the show, after the show. And he said on their way home, when they get to Top Milan Bridge, he was the one carrying Liam. And he was even dragging the door of the Prado because Mohbad literally wants to open the door and push the girl out. You understand? Or motion.
Okay.
This is the same girl that today Spending is now telling us that she was quarreling Mohbad because of crime.
Okay.
You get it?
Yes.
This is the same girl that they have been talking about Indomie initially. They've all removed the story of that noodles. Everything will be brought to light. We have, you see, make I just shut up because na Nigeria are there, na Lagos are there.
Yeah.
I still get matter for Alagbon. I get one for Zone 2. They all petition me and they are all claiming they are seeking for justice.
Okay.
Yes. So make I just keep quiet. Na Nigeria are there. That is why.
They are on top of the game. They know each other, and snitches were sent into us, around us, some hosts, some philanthropists. They brought them in, and with gift, they bought some hosts. They also bought some people, taking care of their needs, and that is how people started changing their ways. One thing I could see now that they've done perfectly is that at the coroner inquest, look at all this discussion we've been having since. There are loads of key points that could nail everybody in the house, name it, Wumi, Adura, spending all of them. But they make sure, and I give it to them in that regard, because Buguasulo, we all slept, or they played us. Let me use that word. And they make sure that at the coroner inquest, no evidence was tendered. Because all of this that we've been saying, that even we are saying now, supposed to have been collated and given to maybe our own lawyer or Baba's lawyer or the public lawyer. And these are the tools that could have been used in the coroner inquest. That, a lot of issue will have been ironed and investigation will have been done. But they make sure that none of all these evidences or, facts were presented at coroner inquest. And brother Shejeloni, even all of this we are saying, we're useful, all the informations we are talking, they could be only, or it can only be useful if they were tendered to police or the DPP. I'm coming on. If that is done, and those ones refused to act on it, then they can be sued, and that is how we can get into the case. From today till tomorrow or next tomorrow, whatever we started saying here without action is absolutely nothing. And exactly what has happened. Exactly what has happened. Where this evidence supposed to have been tabled, they make sure those evidence did not get there. But she jello there. But won't it jello? Or lie won't it jello? Only if taba rubbish, any effort coming out from anybody or from all angles. Now we know some of them, and we still have some of their, agents among us that they are not yet known to us. But at this time, because they will tell you, Arifa, in all due respect, I'm not directing this to anybody, but this is part of what they do. Because we don't know them yet. Oh, Arifa, don't worry. I will speak with you, gather the evidence, we will take it, and they will collect it, and that will be end. Because we don't know them. But at this point, only God knows. But either we like it or not, either they like it or not, it might be a bit longer and might be sooner. To God, Mohbad will get justice. But whoever that is preventing, that is hiding facts, that is preventing, justice to prevail, when the guy get the justice, then the nemesis will back on them.
Amen.
They will reap all that they have sowed.
Amen.
But we will not stop there.
Spider Jama Beno, you don't know them. I hope you are not referring to me. I hope you are not referring to me. So I don't know them. That you are the same. Because when you consider the evidence or complete evidence, you are not saying that you don't know them. I hope you are not referring to me.
Let me play one more.
No, I'm coming like that. Let me clear Ademola. Let me clear myself with Ademola. Before I said that, I said with all due respect, and I'm not referring to everybody. It's just an illustration. To God who made me, I don't know you don't know me, so and I have nothing against you. So I'm not referring to you at all. No, not at all.
Mr. Ademola was joking.
It's all right.
Sorry, earlier, before I get into that emotional part, I was losing my calm.
So thank you, Arifa. I'll take my leave. Thank you very much.
You don't have to take your leave.
No, expounder.
Okay then.
Yeah. So before I furthermore, I was trying to connect spending about the nurse. It was spending who gave the number of the nurse that came from Cotonou, right? And everything surrounding that nurse. Why is it now that Queen Alaja and certain people that build the nurse are now best of friends, are now in a full meeting every day? So, who was the nurse? Who is the person that was related or that is related to the nurse that is in justice for Mohbad in disguise? Who approached Perkins? What made Perkins come up to speak about who approached him about the nurse? There's a screen recording of that as well. On the same Arifa Modagba platform was when the show was done. Why is it that those people that mention and speak about the nurse, they will go for them? Why is it that if you mention spending, Queen of Alaja will fly out from wherever she is hiding like a witch or witch in the midnight, and it will start attacking those who are mentioning spending? Why do they have the same traits? Why are they using the same pattern to attack those who mention either the nurse or spending? What is their connection? Who is the nurse family? Who is the nurse family's boyfriend? Who built the nurse? Who went on vacation? What is the plan? What are their strategies? Yeah, I'm going to play another screen record on Arifa's platform. Thank you. Here we go.
Because I stopped talking to Neshi because of some things, it's not to everybody. So I live life for everybody. That is life. So I came outside and called on him that Neshi, please, you came live on TikTok. Yes, I said you want that release the nurse. You are the one that find the way to release the nurse. Sorry, ma, can you mute your mic, ma?
That's on Arifa.
Thank you, ma. So you are the one that find a way to release the nurse. Blah blah blah. So I now called him out, and they started dragging me. So unfortunately, when everything was going on around, the nurse sister contacted me. Even the nurse sister is why I have is the person I have been talking to. The Lord sister is a justice fighter. You will never believe it. She's always part of us. Arifa, the Lord sister is a panelist. Is my panelist. Is our friend. You all will not believe it. I did not mention Lenshi because I stopped talking to Lenshi because of some.
Sorry. Sorry.
What did I just said now about their panelists, their whatever?
Because I stopped talking to Lenshi. You will never believe it. She's always part of us. Arifa, the nurse sister is a panelist. Is my panelist. Is our friend. You all will not believe it. Arifa, are you hearing me? The nurse sister, she is your panelist. She's my panelist. She's justice fighter panelist. She's always fighting for the justice for Mohbad. Yes, I'm telling you all the truth today. Yes, the woman contacted me, that Perkins. I will tell you the truth today. Yeah, I'll never call her name out. Yes, you all should know this today. I Perkins have been one saying it out. She let me know that Perkins don't drag anybody. Leave them. Let them do their things. They cannot get information from the North just can you hear me?
And they started calling Perkins at this moment. Oh.
Can you hear me? Okay.
We can hear you. We can hear you. Go on.
She said this nurse cannot come online. That this nurse is signing. She's signing to party every time, just like Prime Boy said. They said the nurse is not on. I said, how fast can I talk to the nurse? Arifa, the way you have said it online, yes, the way you have said it online, I will introduce you to the nurse sister. Then you will laugh who the nurse sister is. I swear to Almighty God. I swear to Almighty God. But that one, just because of one thing or the other, I keep it for God. I keep it between them. I keep it. Did you? I will never. What you do, God forgive you. God forgive me. Let it.
They're going to later drop the name or in between, based on.
Go, but the nurse is not going anywhere. The nurse is going to the party to write. Don't worry. I'll find a way. Me, you, the nurse and the nurse will talk. I have the nurse sister number. We do talk on WhatsApp 247. Yes. Justice for Mohbad. And don't worry. God will help us. I'm not supporting anybody, but I'm telling you, she will come out. I've never asked any story from the nurse sister. I'm not. Ask Prime Boy. When Prime Boy was released, I never asked him anything. But anytime you see they are dragging him too much, he comes to me to tell me things. Then I'll come online to tell the world. Then I'll tell Arifa himself. Yes, that's how I do my things. So justice for Mohbad, justice will prevail, justice we want. Yes, I don't know the legal thing.
So these are the reasons why attack and shenanigans is going up and down. Lagata. This is screen recording, part of the area. Toban screen record during the live show. These are the things that you come across and you keep them for future purpose like this. So for those coming to say, Lagata, why is that particular person always calling your name? Why are they always saying this? That is the reason.
Lagata, I want to help you. That last part, this guy actually said something. Maybe you guys did not really understand. Perkins said at that last part of the recording that anytime, I'm trying to put it the right way. That they normally call him to come out and say, I've forgotten the statement now, but he said something like that person will call him to come live to say some things. Maybe you can play that part again so that people would hear.
Well, so for those coming to ask me, Didi Drew, Kinikon, I don't do anything to Ramo. Now just the nurse matter where they talk. Now in the talk.
Let me say something there.
Obaro self.
That was a day where they do passport for Obaro. Now still the same people do passport for Obaro.
Wow.
They make you not talk about nurse again. Yes, now the first time and travel. You know? And look, if no matter how you want to say it, anything that has to do with this justice for Mohbad, yeah, me I know did the house, I know did the show, I don't know the nurse, I know pay the nurse, I know pay I know the part of the people where they spend, I know the part of the people they have. So now only don't be here, we go talk.
You don't do. You don't do.
Go ahead, make a mute.
You don't do, every time you don't do. I best scatter everywhere.
You don't do.
Mr. Adimola, you don't hear two recording today. See, they just scatter everything he was scatter.
The problem is when they cast who the nurse sister is to me.
Arifa, hold on. You go see by tomorrow, they go stay show for me. But I don't mind, just ignore them. As I don't talk nurse today, just ignore them. Maybe they're not going to take that tablet tonight. So they go tomorrow, they go drag me. Don't worry about me. I'm very cool. I'm okay. Thank you.
When they tell me who the nurse sister is, she happens to be someone who don't give me money before. She happens to be someone who don't chat me once in a while. Say, Arifa, give me your account. Now, when I discover who she is,
and now them go talk, say they beg for money. Now they come meet you, say we like what they do. They collected my number. She spoke to me for 2 hours the first time. I said, with me this one. All the life story. Just won't get my familiarity. Say you understand? As me I jack back, go left. They go right, go meet Mr. Vacation. And they after that everything's scattered now. Yes, now.
When they tell me, I was like, are you sure you did? Sure, are you joking or what? And my brother was like, Arifa, shall I go live for uni? Make I put you on call with this person and say no need. Anytime me and you see, call the person. Me wanna talk a bit for my presence. And the thing happened. I laugh. This one has nothing to do with the case. I now discover the major reason why Lenchi particularly is protecting the interest of the nurse. I now see the reason why Lenchi doesn't want you to talk about the nurse. I see the reason why this game is going on left and right. They happens to be the one destabilizing the movement, and they are coming out to mention people's name. That whenever they make any effort, somebody is going to rubbish it. Somebody is going behind closed door to sabotage them. And they are the major problem we have concerning the aspect of the nurse. Now, what is the connection between spending and the nurse? What is the connection between spending and the nurse? Spending is the one who knew the nurse, not Mohbad, not his family. He is the one who dropped the number. They didn't dream of it. Now they called the nurse. The nurse came. Like I said earlier, the nurse and Spending must have communicated. No problem about that. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, they put us in a shape that nothing, absolutely nothing, we are all going to know. These nurse don't know how to keep secrets. That is why they build a wall around her. Nobody's going to penetrate. She can talk. And she's willing to talk. They stopped her from talking. Lenchi told me categorically and prime that whenever he wants to speak with the nurse, they will give one excuse or the other. They will give one excuse or the other. They never allow him to speak to the nurse, which is a lie. Because if he said, yes, I have been spoken to the nurse, person like me, personally, I would tell him this, sir, I'm interested in talking to the nurse as well. And it will be something else for him to tell me, no, Arifa, you can't talk to the nurse. It will be something else. Remember, as at then, we are all looking for the picture of the nurse. We are all looking for the picture of that nurse. Why? So that they will not present another person at the coroner inquest for us. You understand? And I beat my chest. I will get the picture of that nurse. No lady. I was in detention when Young Daddy bring the picture out with my own authorization. But the problem is this. The information did not. The information Spending passed out. The information Lenchi passed out. Is there connectivity? They are all worlds apart. That is why the title of this show is Who is Who? Who are we to believe? Who are we to follow? Who are we to listen to? Who is the person that is even supposed to call you that you're going to pick the call, not to talk of divulging informations to? As the sister nurse happened to be a panelist on Arifa's platform. She's a panelist on Olori's platform sometimes ago. She's a panelist on Westo's platform sometimes ago. The same everywhere sometimes ago. And nobody knew until I get to know. And what? She stay away from me. She stays away from me totally. Do you understand? And it got to a stage where I became their enemy. I don't care. I don't care. Like, I'm not here because I want people to like me. I am here because I want to get justice for Mohbad. So that is why I continue from the area where I knew I can. And as of today, the secret is already at the doorstep. You know, roughing, or let me say struggling to open the door so that the secret will be out. And when the secret came out, whenever it came out, somebody like me, I no go talk, I go just dey laugh. Because I knew every damn thing. But why did I decide not to even go that route? I don't try check balance and I no see say they get any connection with the case of Mohbad. The only problem we get from that angle be say they cage the nurse. They didn't allow the nurse to fight for her right. Now come to think of it, all these people caging themselves. Queen, don't cage Spending so they Spending on the look prison like this now as we speak. Prison and Spending are 5 and 6 now as we speak. At the corona inquest, you spend when in the cry now. I mean the pet spending. If they cry like baby, I mean they pet them. They regret or in action or in silence. They call screen that in the cry. Some people wait the inquest with me that day, join us. They help me pattern. They be like say Monjola did there. People they help me pattern, say don't do now, you calm down. You are a man, act like one. You understand? Because me I tell her who are. Alaye, if you can't come out to tell the truth, take it or leave it. See prison. See prison. Una be 5 and 6. And chop shawarma, he don't chop barbecue. Him body don't calm down now. He don't come out to lie to the public again. They don't shade the nurse. They cover and prevent them from talking from people who can help her, share the idea so that she will be somewhere, that has upper hand. Now, they don't shade her, cover her to the point where they say she must have done the look prison like this. She done the look prison, had to just shake for prison remain. Because they've all gathered in vain. Lynching, we came out 2-3 hours of programs and all that. At the end of the day, it is just because of one person that makes him to come out. Not because of the truth, but because you want to tarnish people's image. It's not making any sense here. So, as it is, if Spending can tell me different thing, tell Agata different thing, tell Bossman different thing, how sure we say you no go even tell police different thing? Why you no go get liver tell court different thing? Then who is VDM? When you no go fit tell different thing? That now why the story is changing today. When Spending told me that Alaye na message where this girl receive, now he make the issue start between CY and Mohbad. Why are you checking my phone? Why are you not checking my phone? Where are those stories today, Spending? Where are those truths as of today? Where are the truths? Where are those truths today? Those are the times that you are willing to say the truth because you are in detention. You don't have any escape route than to say the truth. You want to say the truth because you want your freedom. You're looking for help with all costs. Hey, why sure is? I tell Mara Pringles from Mileni. Hey, Rogun Eshi. Hey, the Salo, Ralini. This is how these guys just twisting things on the wine the whole world. Because in the wine us now. Spending the wine everybody. Now all of us in the wine us.
I don't see the wife. I don't see the wife at all. I don't see the wife. So later we don't reach out. I will tell them all these pharmacies so they don't feel come. We see everything go up like this. Now I go up to go for that because I don't see anything after that time. So later around maybe 3 o'clock, I can't come up for this because like the way say this girl is like maybe you I don't time. I don't have I never bath. I never sit down Sunday. I don't bath. I don't chop. Okay, Sunday, Monday. I don't bath. I don't do anything. I just come up for them. So, as I reach out, now in the not reply and say, oh no, she just in Nigeria. And she come back and put on the school like she no fit make up again. Everything they might have been. I will show you. I will send you everything. So that Monday, later she replied me and I not did that. That Monday when she replied. So we don't try a number for Bami phone. That vibe come for that. Yeah. Okay. And I draw out too. I don't give them the numbers. Make me try. Since message don't deliver, so I say make you try. Got it all fish. So I don't come up for that. I don't look or see. maybe they will find another person. Well, we don't think so that serious thing. And that's not.
Hear that part now. I tell you that time, say he actually contacted the nurse when he was in Mohbad's house. He said it now.
No, he said the nurse later replied his own message.
Put him back. He said the nurse talk, say they could do.
And now say the nurse later replied him that she's not in Nigeria, she dey Cotonou, now there she dey school now.
Which day be that? Which day they reply him?
That was on Monday.
Now. So Shebi thought say he slept out.
All this pharmacy, they told they don't fit come. See, everything go up like but me go up to go for that because I know Sam here after that time. So later, around maybe 3 o'clock, I can't come up for this because like the way see this guy reply, make reply, I don't time, I don't have to reply. I never seen that Sunday.
Till 3 p.m. I dey wait for this guy.
He said 3 o'clock. He said 3 o'clock.
In the afternoon. I dey wait make this girl reply me. She no reply me. You understand? And I won't go house, go bath. I can't come out there.
No bab, I don't chop. Okay, Sunday, Monday. I no bab, I don't do anything. I just come up for there. As I reach house, now in the nurse reply and say, oh no, she just in Nigeria. Like she come back and put on key.
As I reach house, now in the nurse can't reply me. Say I don't in Nigeria like this. I just come from
on Monday, the nurse don't reply for Monday.
And now I see him come out here reach out. Now in the nurse reply which is on Monday.
We don't
even again. Everything they might have I'm sure they'll send everything. So that Monday, she replied me, I don't did that when she replied. So and we don't try a number for Bami for that if I come up for that yeah. And I do have to I don't give them the numbers, make we try since the message don't deliver, so I say make we try got it all fish off. So I don't come up for that, I don't look or see maybe they will find another person well we don't do and you don't think so that serious thing and as much I don't even think say go fast say they will sort themselves now say since they my own nurse no fit come show up again. So now the next day like this, that Tuesday just call me say, Mohbad, say okay, the nurse don't call me on Tuesday. But I will wake up that I'm not tired. So now around that I can't get better. I just wake up now, like the nurse number is this. I send out the number because not they call me. I don't see this because they won't collect the nurse number. I just type out on your phone that number. Okay. So the next day, after now like they just got bed, say I send the number, give her. You reach like 23 hours or something. What the call is the rush number goes to see something. I don't know maybe I'm going to be there. Tuesday my own nurse no fee they come show up again. So now the next day like this, that Tuesday just call me say Mohbad say okay, the nurse call me. Because I don't drop, but me call me on Tuesday morning. Don't call me because I no big wake up that I'm not tired. So now around that 11 I can't get better. I just wake up now, like the nurse number this. I send out the number because they call me. I don't see miss call say they won't collect the nurse number. I just type out on your phone now. Okay. So the next day, now from now like they just got bed, say I send the number, give her. You reach like maybe 3 hours or something. They want to call me say
around 11.
Arifa.
Around 11.
Arifa,
I'm coming, sir.
Arifa, you know VDM, yeah? VDM should have asked him that when he wasn't in the house and the nurse replied him, what did he spend and tell the nurse? You understand? The interview, he was just jumping from one place to the other, from A to Z, from Z to E, from E to F. He was just jumping all over the place. You notice?
Arifa, do you know that he said on Monday when he gave Adura and Bami the number, they tried it, the number was showing switch off. Do you get that? Then, which number was Bami now requesting again?
The same number. Bami is still requesting the same number on Tuesday morning as at 11. So, after 3 hours later, according to Spending, now I get it clear. They called him, he woke up around 11 and sent the number to Bami. So 3 hours later, 11 plus 3, that should be around 2 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. That should be 2 p.m. if I'm not mistaken.
Arifa, sorry. What time did the Mohbad call Mohbad on Monday? That will make
in the
call.
morning. In the morning.
Around what time? In what time?
We will get there. I love that point. We will get there.
Around 12.
Honestly, say
God bless you, sir. Expander. Around 12.
We will get there.
you know what I want to say about it is that Adura have said it all, that whosoever that say he see his brother on Monday morning or Monday afternoon, the person is like, well, moreover, and Baba Mohbad came out and said that Mohbad pie on Monday. So it's already clear. All these things that they are saying, they are lying. I know the investigation the very dark man is doing is going to even invite Baba Mohbad also and Adura. You will see. The very dark man know what he's doing. He don't want to hear from one side and not to hear from other side. He know where he's going. He's just doing that. He needs to do all the, and from there he will still pick some points. That is it. All these things that they are saying is lying.
As it is now, this same boy who said after 3 hours, 11, 12, 1, 2, around 3 hours later, they call him that they are taking Mohbad to the hospital. 2, still don't work because the nurse get to the house as at 2:45, which is to 3. Who be the nurse wey sleep for that house? Go. Wey spending no. Spending no. Who be the nurse wey can't treat Mohbad initially? Where they no one made the word no. Who be that nurse? Go. The nurse wey sleep, where they all throughout the night, where they with them. Who be that nurse? Go. Because that is the nurse we are prepared to hold on to, not Feisha Yogidende. This Feisha your story no clear at all. They say Feyi reached the house 2:45, 2:45 p.m. All their story, all of them, none of them agree. Say that girl reached that house as at then. Some say Darusha say the nurse don't treat Mohbad. They call him around 11. Say Mohbad they converse 11 a.m. And the nurse reached the house 2:45 in the afternoon. But they don't call the Arushas at 11, say they converse. She na prophecy. She that they prophesize. She na prophecy. Another thing. Spending sent number of nurse as at 11. 3 hours later, they call and say, he don't they converse. They don't carry and go hospital. As at 2:45, now the nurse reach. Feyi still never reach there. Who be the person where they inject?
And don't forget that if say in the inquest that she called Damola on Tuesday morning around 8. She said she called Damola on Tuesday around 8 a.m. in the morning. She understand? And then the same Sheri that called Damola around 8 a.m. is the same person. Damola was requesting a number from 20 at 11 a.m. on that same Tuesday.
This is where we are going to
number one. Number two, Arifa, my brother, I'm sorry. Number 2, don't forget, Sheri said when she get to that house on Tuesday, she first sit down in the sitting room before they call Sheri to go upstairs. And since when Sheri go upstairs to go and treat Mohbad, there's nothing like blood. When Sheri and DJ Bami later go out, before they go, they come back, the rush Mohbad come out. When they carry Mohbad go hospital, and the end of the day, for the second hospital, they realize that Mohbad has already stiff. His body already stiff. She understand. Now, how come the dead body that body is already his body is already stiff, that they carry come back home? They don't carry the mobile corpse, go put on top bed. They put on inside beside the staircase. How come? Where did the blood that soaked the bed seat? Where did the blood come from?
Sorry, Mr. Bros. The nurse said that when he came, that he was in downstairs, and someone came and pick her up. When he get to upstairs, he saw water on the floor. They pick Mohbad from one room to another room, and the person that came and pick her up starts to be to started clean the floor, clean the water, dry the water. So there was no traces of, being said the water. It's look as if maybe the blood that pour on the floor. That's what they are washing. They are trying to make
if they already washed the blood, assuming it was the blood that they are cleaning, and they have already cleaned that blood, the another blood that Baba Mohbad saw on Tuesday and Mohbad's sister, how come? Where is that blood come from?
Sorry, bros, have you forgot that Baba Mohbad have came out and said that Mohbad died on Monday?
Let us forget about that.
Why will you forget about that? When someone go to court and do the
Madam, Baba Mohbad said Mohbad died on Monday. That one is hearsay.
Over the Coco. Can I just say this? You see,
all right,
sir. You ask a crucial question that Baba Mohbad saw blood on Tuesday, and Mama Mohbad's younger sister confirmed that blood. When did Mama Mohbad's sister Feishara, when did she saw that blood? Because Mama Mohbad and Baba Mohbad got to that house on Tuesday, and Mama Mohbad said she stayed outside. She did not enter. Okay, it was only Baba that entered on Tuesday around 9 p.m. And she was confirming that I was telling my sister, why were there so much blood? When did she and her sister saw that same blood that Baba Mohbad was talking about? If not on Monday. If not, they were there on Monday.
Thank you, bros. That is what I'm trying to explain to this my brother. Because if it is Tuesday, blood will not be there.
I think
so. Definitely, it's Monday, and they have come out and said it to everyone that it's on Monday. They have clarified it.
It's like you guys are missing something. We are mixing something up here. Okay.
Okay.
Baba said when he get to the house, he went upstairs where him and Mohbad used to sit and talk. That's where he saw the duvet full with blood. So the nurse is right to say, I did not see blood, because what if they did not take her up that same place where Baba went to? So the nurse is right to say, I did not see blood. But Baba went upstairs, not down, is upstairs where he used to talk to his son. That's where he saw the blood. So
now to counter that, my queen.
Wait, Arifa, 1 minute. Arifa, please, 1 minute.
Let me answer something here. Do you know that Baba said Baba went out before the nurse came? Do you know?
Now let me just clarify this. What she just said now. I wasn't talking about nurse. Okay, we are talking about Folashade, Mohbad's mom, younger sister, not nurse this time around, because she also confirmed that. Let me say the way she said it in Yoruba. She said, Wumi, mi ni wo lo pa Mohbad o, but ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí bàbá Mohbad lóhùn rí yẹn wá sọ fún mi pé kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Because èmi náà sọ fún àǹtí mi pé báwo lè jẹ́ ṣe pọ̀ tó yìí, but a ní ká ṣe máa wò ẹ́ pé o ṣì mọ́ lọ́wọ́ àmà bí ẹ́ léèrè. So now the question is, if she was confirming the blood that Baba Mohbad saw when he went upstairs, so the duvet soaked with blood, at what time did Folashade and Mama Mohbad, that's Mama Mohbad's younger sister and Mama Mohbad, what time, what day do they also saw that blood? If not on Monday, that's what I said. I'm not talking about the nurse now. If that is clear enough.
Arifa, another point about spending. She understand. Spending, okay. The driver told us in the inquest that they go back home around 1 p.m. Around 1 a.m. on Monday. She understand. And when they got home, Cynthia go up, followed by Mohbad. Everybody go inside. She understand. After that, he went back to park beside the gate, Mohbad gate. Nobody come out after then until 3 a.m. when 3 guys come out to come and meet the driver. Now, spending is telling VDM now that when they got home on that Monday, every one of them go inside. Then immediately Darosha go back to his house. How come that Darosha go house and the driver that is beside gate did not see Adura? The driver that can see 3 people around 3 a.m. But immediately 1 a.m. that they got home, that Darosha go back, the driver cannot see him. How come? How does that possible?
You see, I've said this, yeah. Only 3 people need to be nabbed.
Crawl under the driver's car. He crawl under the driver's car, he tire, so he could not see.
All right. Okay. Listen to this. Let's listen to this.
Okay.
Wunmi, ṣé o fẹ́ sọ fún mi pé gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí bàbá Mohbad sọ nípa ẹ̀ irọ́ ni? Ṣé o mọ̀ pé ìgbà tá a wá síbẹ̀ yẹn nù, mo rí àwọn aṣọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ tí mo béèrè lọ́wọ́ àti òkè báwo ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe pọ̀ tó báyìí? Ó mọ̀ pé kò sẹ́ni tó bí ẹ́ lè rọ̀rọ̀, àwọn òpè òkè kò tí ì yá. Ipe bóyá àwọn òpè nọ́ọ̀sì ọ̀pẹ lọ́wọ́. Wunmi, ṣé ìtọ́wọ̀ ẹ̀ bá wà nínú Mohbad, ó ní lọ sọ́ọ̀fì o.
Now, she said,
Thank you, Arifa. Thank you.
When she came there, she also saw those clothes stains with blood. And she was like asking her sister, what happened that makes blood so much like this? She's not specific of where she saw the clothes. Baba said he saw the duvet soaked with blood upstairs in the room. There's every possibility for this woman not to go into Mohbad's room. I'm not sure she went into the room. And I'm not sure maybe she also saw the cloth in the room. That I don't know. But she also testified to the blood and all that.
Hey, Arifa, do you know that Baba counter-attacked them? Do you know? They never wanted Baba to come there. Do you know?
Yes, but what I am trying to bring out is this. If these people can all come together and say, yes, we saw blood. This is how it is. This is what we all see. This is how it is. And this is how it is. They said one of us cannot be smarter than all of us. What is the reason why the nurse didn't notice any blood? Fine. I love the point that they didn't even take her to Mohbad's room. Even everybody in the house concord that they didn't take the nurse to Mohbad's room. They transport Mohbad from one room to another for her to treat. Why? Definitely, those blood stains is what they don't want her to see. But there is confusion here. The confusion is, Feisha Yogidengbe, who did you treat as at 2:45 p.m. when you arrive at the house? Because Darosha said they've called him as at 11 in the morning that the boy is comforting, they are taking him to the hospital. 11.
Arifa, And again, what about the nurse that slept overnight? That slept overnight before?
Here we are all coming back to.
There are 2 drivers, there are 2 nurses, but we are only able to know 1 driver and 1 nurse.
That is where we are all coming back to. This is where we are all coming back to. There was a nurse who stayed with us all through the night. And when did the nurse that stayed with us all through the night arrive? Listen and listen good. According to the mistress, when they bring Mohbad body back from hospital, from those 2 hospitals, when they brought the body back home, was when they now bring in another nurse to come and check if there is something they can do, and the nurse stayed with them through all the night. Yoruba will say, tí wèrè bá rojọ́, wèrè kọ́ ló máa dá. Okay? Tí wèrè bá rojọ́, wèrè kọ́ ló máa dá. I'm trying to
order from your favorite restaurants in town and satisfy your cravings. Global, order anything, we deliver in minutes.
I'm the kind of So now I went back to the house. Okay, fine, but enough for us. Go to the house first because we already had the fights. So my brother-in-law, Durant, his cousin, chased him away. And on our way to the house, everybody suggested we go to the nearest hospital. Treat himself, but he said no. Because no, he has fear for hospital, he's paranoid. Ever since the NDLA attack and the issue he had with his he has been paranoid and he needs to fear another fact. So he said he was not going. People are even trying to convince him, you need to shoot yourself and sustain injury, inner injury. But he said I was not going, that I will be fine. There's just a minor cut, and when he gets to the house, he'll call the nurse, nurse come to the house to shoot him. I think we got to the house around 2 a.m. on Monday morning. And later we got to the house, I went upstairs.
Everything about Sunday is over now. We got to the house 2 a.m. on Monday morning. 2 a.m. Monday morning. Now we are on Monday.
I have to fight much for him. I actually went to the show with him because I had a plan with my mother-in-law to go to the market next the Monday to stop at shop. Because I was in one of the mothers, I was not supposed to do the show with him. But I followed him because of the plan I had with my mama yesterday. So, because
look at what she's saying. She's not supposed to follow Mohbad to that show because she's a nursing mother. But she followed Mohbad to the show because she wants to follow Mama Mohbad to market on Monday. How does that match? If you want to follow Mama Mohbad to market on Monday, you are going to face stress. You are supposed to be at home, resting, relaxing, and keeping that energy that you will use in taking Mama to market on Monday to stock whatsoever she wants to stock. Do you understand? So, how does that even match?
So we all have to come back to the house. So immediately we got to the house, I went upstairs to change to dress my baby up, and he was downstairs with his friends, with the others, with workers, and we all just. I think around 6 a.m. in the morning, he came inside, and he apologized.
Which means Mohbad did not sleep throughout, according to her. You understand? She said, if I'm not mistaken, she said Mohbad stays downstairs till 6 a.m. in the morning before he came up to meet with her.
And Spending said, when they came back from the show, everybody went to sleep.
Exactly.
Everybody went to sleep.
Exactly.
So who was downstairs with Mohbad?
And don't forget, he came home 2 a.m. and Darosha left home 1 a.m.
And they want to make sure pé the lawyer to ma collate gbogbo kini to ma present in the corona inquest. They make sure that happened.
If I put it there, they came home 2 a.m. Abi. Darosha left home 1 a.m. Okay, no problem. How Darosha take disappear?
Arifa. Arifa.
Wait, oh, that was a good point. Oh, that was a good point. Oh, they came home 2. Darosha went home 1. Come on, man.
Arifa. You should just, did you observe the sudden narrative they are trying to bring into this case? Spending and driver, they are making it look like as if even before Mohbad got to that show, he was high, intoxicated. You did get that? So they are trying to make it look as if it was that alcohol, that the alcohol was the trigger for this particular event wey happen for Ikorodu. You dey pick the point there. And before now, we've heard that it was just an argument. They talk say Prime Boy the wife call am one name wey be say no like. No forget to.
No, now Prime. They say Prime call am the name wey no like.
Okay, Prime call am the name wey no like. Say na that thing trigger am.
Say Prime call am which name? Say na Promise.
Promise.
Say you no like that name, make they call am Promise.
So,
say you can't tell Prime, say stop. No, they call me that name. I no like am. And Prime still call am again. Now waiting provoke am. Now him be that.
So now waiting cause.
Remember they fight with Prime Boy. Okay. But Spending is telling us now. Darosha said Mohbad sent Prime Boy to call Adura, and Adura disobeyed him. Then the fight burst out. Spending came out to Corona Inquest to tell us it was issue between Bumi and Mohbad, but he no fit remember anything wey they talk. But when he reached BDM matter, he remember waiting that they talk inside the motor. Say the woman was even fighting for Prime Boy. Why will you treat your friend like this? I don't like it. Now waiting cause fights with that. Are you all getting the point? Let's listen further to you.
Because I thought if they came inside, he apologized to me, we smiled, and he showed me that I told him to go to the hospital, but he said enough to come later. So I said, okay, no problem. So it was okay all through that time. It was fine. It was just a minor cut, like.
In position and ready.
It was just a minor cut.
Yes.
All this advert.
Can I do the shot?
It was okay all through that time. It was fine. It was just a minor cut, like a minor cut. So not deep. So, before then, his brother, his cousin, Darosha, his DJ, family, already went to the pharmacy to get a Panadol, a rub, and spirits to clean the injury. So, I asked the others, workers, like we all just, I think around 6 a.m. in the morning.
I want you to pick a particular point now.
He apologized to me for doing that at the show because I was not happy with what he did because we have a 5-month baby with us. I thought if so he came inside, he apologized to me, we smiled, and he showed me that I told him to go to the hospital, but he said enough to come later. So I said, okay, no problem. So it was okay all through that time. It was fine. It was just a minor cut, like a minor cut. It was not deep. So before then, his brother, his cousin, Darosha.
Can you hear? Before then, his brother, Darosha, and Bami went to get stuff at the pharmacy for him. At what time? Before then, he came up as at 6 a.m. to meet with her. But before then, these people have went to the pharmacy to get stuff. Remember, 3 a.m.
Exactly.
3 a.m.
And it was a minor cut.
3 a.m. Before then, they went to the pharmacy to get drugs. 3 a.m.
And they told me to driver say he was bleeding. Mohbad was bleeding. 3 a.m.
Because he came up as at 6 a.m. to apologize.
Of all this that was happening, Spending was sleeping, right?
All those time, Spending don't know No, Spending was not sleeping. Let's be frank. Spending was just sleepwalking. Because Spending said he and Bami went to the pharmacy.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And the wife of the deceased said, before then, that was before Mohbad came up to apologize. Before then, we've already went to a particular stop to do this, to do that.
Okay. Do you know that Spendi said after they came from the show that Mohbad went upstairs? Do you get it? That he only saw Mohbad as at 11 p.m. when Mohbad came to like apologizing, like, oh, hope I know do you stuff like this. Oh, sorry if I need to play one of like apologizing.
Listen and listen good.
Mohbad came to apologize to him in the morning, not around 3 a.m. or in the morning.
I show.
Now listen.
I was supposed to be show with him, but I followed him because of the plan I had with my mama yesterday. So, but because of the fact we all had to come back to the house. So, immediately we got to the house, I went upstairs to change to dress my baby up, and he was upstairs with his friends, with the others, with workers, and we all just. I think around 6 a.m. in the morning, they came inside.
Around 6 a.m. in the morning.
Arifa, wait. Spending gave 2 statements in that side, though. That 3 a.m. thing. You remember? VDM, wait. VDM asked him if he was part of Dura Wake Up the Driver. He said no. Yet he answered again that it was him and Bami that went to buy ointment. So he said he was sleeping when VDM asked him, and then he said again it is dead.
He said that was in the morning, no, not in the night, though. It's not he's talking about
it has worse.
In this whole story, nobody went to pharmacy twice. So
it's only once, 3 a.m.
They went to pharmacy once. They all went to pharmacy once, not twice. And the first time they all went to
pharmacy, asking that some 3 guys went.
The people that went to the pharmacy don't want to show themselves now.
They went to the pharmacy once. The one in the afternoon, don't forget, Spendi said he was not there again. He has moved. He said 11 a.m. That was when he last saw Mohbad. So he was not at home. So afternoon is not there. Afternoon Tuesday is not there. It's once. That's when they returned from the show. That's when they went to the pharmacy.
Let's continue.
I'll come. BDM asked Spendi that Spendi. They said some guys, some 3 guys around 3 a.m. they went out to meet the driver. Maybe some guys has gone there. He is not aware of that. That was what he said.
But in all this story, they only went to the pharmacy once. They went to that pharmacy only once. I bet move power tap. I don't know why they skip. They only went to the pharmacy once. Not 2 times. Adama, talk. Make I refresh this page.
Yes, Arifa. That's what the point people are missing.
Adama, hold on. Make them tap. I've been writing there. Tap, tap, tap. They are listening. You guys are enjoying the show. You're not tapping. This is what's going to happen. So let's put hands together and tap. We're over 400, but it's like 20 something like. But it's like 20 something like. I think I changed something, whatever. I've been writing there. Tap, tap, tap. So that we can find solutions to this problem. Let's all tap. Keep tapping. Let's all keep tapping. Hey. When I enter show they enjoy, I'm not gonna try the tap small, I beg. They enjoy, I'm not gonna try the tap small, I beg.
All right. As it is, you can all hear me now and see me now, right?
Arifa, if nobody they tap, no talk again. Let's go home. Let's switch off and go.
I bet this thing supposed to reach like 100K likes.
Exactly. If nobody's talking, don't analyze again. Let's go.
Let's try, I beg, please. Let's try.
By now, they don't insult my generation for their mind.
Let's try, guys. They only went out to buy the truck.
Wait. Give everybody 2 minutes to tap. Let the thing go up.
AY Suarez. AY, I they come to your DM now. AY, they come to your DM now. You go buy my Pringles for me today. You go buy me Pringles today.
And if I give everybody 2 minutes to tap, let the lights go up. As you are insulting me in your mind, keep tapping. So if you write for comment section, I'll block
I beg. More take the likes to at least 40 to 50K within that 2 minutes. Within that 2 minutes. More take out to that kind of 50K. Within that 2 minutes. We can do it. Sure, we can do it. Let's do that. We can do it. We can do that. We have 1 minute left. Let's do that. In the next 1 minute, you can literally take it to 40K, 35K. Let's do it.
Exactly, so that it can be stable. Because your Arifa, where your network starts, to bring it back to the problem.
You know, say my network body still dey ground like this. I dey look for who go buy me Wi-Fi sef.
This very show lady want make her block him. Keep writing comments. I go block you.
Make una who go buy me wetin they call as Wi-Fi. Make the person DM me abeg. God go bless you.
Wi-Fi. Router.
Person wey go buy me router, me DM me, me wanna help my life. I beg. We are good to go now. Thank you very much. But keep tapping, Now listen to it more and more.
And he apologized to me for doing that at the show because I was not happy with what he did because we have a 5-month-old baby with us. Like, what if? So he came inside, he apologized to me, we smiled, and he showed me that I told him to go to the hospital, but he said he not to come later. So I said, okay, no problem. So it was okay that time. It was fine. It was just a minor cut, like a minor cut. It was not deep. So before then, his brother, his cousin, Darushan, his DJ, he already went to the pharmacy to get a Panadol, a rub, and spirits to clean the injury. So I asked for it. So he showed me the drugs and everything. So I had to clean the injured parts and massage him a rub. So we slept on Monday morning, and I think I woke up early because of my baby. Now we told that to get up for. So when I woke up, I noticed that his hands swollen. So I had to wake him up and tell him that, bro, we need to go to the hospital. But he said the nurse is coming. So I called Bani to ask. Bani said the nurse is out, and the nurse has traveled to meet our parents. And okay, so he went downstairs, and his friends were still there, spending. Bani and other people were in the house. So he showed them the injury, and he said he needs a nurse. That his own personal nurse is not around. And spending his friends then offered to get him a nurse. So the spending called the nurse. I think he called the nurse, but not know. So he gave a number to his DJ, which is Bani, to keep calling. I think the nurse did not pick. The nurse said she was not around. And I think on Tuesday, he had a podcast with one lady called Susan, my husband. And the nurse called also on Tuesday. I think they spent later called the nurse and not the happened, but then strangers already left the house. So Spending later called Bani that she should give the nurse a call that the nurse is now around. So Bani called the nurse on Tuesday morning, and the nurse said she's around, that she would come. So and then Bani was not at home. So Bani called me to inform my husband if he still wants the medication. So I asked him.
Can you hear that? Spending called the nurse calls Spending, they communicate. Spending now called Bami. That hello Bami, please tell these people that the nurse is available now. You can call the nurse now. Bami now went to her to go and ask, do you people still need the nurse attention? Can you pick that? Quite different from what Spending is explaining. 100% different.
Because he said no, that is already getting better because of you. And also he had plans for that day. So he later said, I should just tell Bami to call her since it's just an injection, not a drip. That will take this time. So the nurse came around, I think around 2 p.m. on Tuesday. And
the nurse came around 2 p.m. on Tuesday. Around 2 p.m. on Tuesday. But Darosha was called as at 11 a.m. that Mohbad is confessing already.
He had plans for that day. He wanted to go for a podcast and also wanted to, because that was the ability called job 5 months, he wanted to get him a present for his 5th-month birthday. So the nurse came out around 2 p.m. But when the nurse came, I was already in the kitchen trying to cook for the family, because we had plan on celebrating Liam because he has been celebrating for his first month. Do you understand why it's not celebrating Liam? So I was in the kitchen when the nurse came.
Now, we had the mind of celebrating Liam. I was in the kitchen when the nurse came.
First month, do you understand why it's not celebrating Liam? So I was in the kitchen when the nurse came. And when the nurse came, when she went upstairs to meet my husband, I also went there. So we wanted to take the medication Liam should, but Liam is very small. So we had to go to our own personal room, myself and my husband's room. And the nurse examined the wounded parts. And I told her that our husband is an ulcer patient and she should be careful with whatever wants to discuss his body. She was even happy, like she was even thanking me, and I think informed her. And she said, so I was asking her what kind of injection do you want to give him? I asked her and he said tetanus, and I forgot to give it, no, it's medical. So he gave the nurse administered 1 injection. The second one, I think the first, I think it was the 3rd one I got on this body. Oh. Yes, it was the 3rd injection. But I was not really because I was cooking for nurse, so I had to go to the kitchen to put on the food I was cooking. I went upstairs. So I think it was around yes, the nurse was about to give him the 3rd injection. But when I entered, so immediately I entered, I was like, for telling the nurse to remove it, I screamed somehow. And they told the nurse to remove it, I want to pee and I want to vomit. So I held his hand to the restroom, he vomited, he peed. When I went back from the restroom, he just fell down. They started saying his heart is hurting me, I need water. So I had to call on Adura, like the other people like that, they should come. So they thought Adura to get him water. Adura should pour in water. So Adura got him water, we poured the water, but he was still not feeling comfortable. He said he needs fan, like he's hurting inside his heart. He's hurting me. He needs heat inside. Yes, like he needs water, like he needs oxygen water. Yes, he started having, his body started having reactions, like was vomiting. So we have to carry him to Liam's room, because Liam don't have AC. So he said he's still not feeling comfortable. So I knew that this one had to be done. So I turned to him, so our neighbors, because his car was faulty, his personal mechanic was working on his car. So I went to the mechanic, he has not even gone anywhere with the car. We cannot carry the car to the hospital. So I had to run to the next neighbor to please help us. And
hold on. On Tuesday, the mechanic is fixing Mohbad car. But okay, it was on Monday. Okay, Tuesday. Okay, let's continue.
Not the neighbor accepted, and he followed up me upstairs to carry my husband, and I had to follow different people to just help me to carry him. So immediately such a test, nothing happened. The nurse ran to the nearest pharmacy. The nurse and the family, they ran to the nearest pharmacy to get something to calm down the reaction. But so okay, so when I went going to the hospital with somebody and the nurse, so that's in them alone. So we stay around Kochi. Okay. So on our way going, there was no traffic. The traffic was really much. So we had to just come down from the car and carry my bike to the hospital. So we got to the hospital and the nurse, the doctor, my brother-in-law and family went to the ward. They didn't allow me to because of the way I was doing. So when we got to the hospital, the doctor tried to examine him. I think like 15 minutes later, just the doctor broke the news and he's dead. So immediately I heard this news. It sounds funny because this was the same person I had. Like we still spoke like few minutes ago. We had planned on going to Lekki to give our baby. So it sounds like a trust to me. So I put a call through to his sister. I called his sister. I was just calling different people that day. I called my brother, my cousin Arifa. I just called so many people. So Arifa came to the hospital. And I told Arifa that no, my husband cannot be dead. We have to take him to the hospital. They don't know what they are doing in this hospital. So I told him that we have to take him to another hospital. So when to another hospital, I went to Sapa, London. The nurse was also present. They were asking the nurse, what did you give him?
The hospital that was about 4 to 5 minutes drive from Mohbad's house the traffic was so much that they have to transport Mohbad from the car to a bike. The hospital that if you decide to trek 5 to 7 minutes, you get to the place. You understand, from Mohbad's house. The traffic was so much that they have to transport Mohbad from that car to a bike.
So she was telling me, she was just talking. Me, I was shocked, but I didn't allow me to go inside because of the way I was reacting. I just had the hospital. I sat outside and I could listen to their conversation. The doctor was asking, what did you give him? What did you do? Like the doctor was asking, like, well, when you come, while trying to put it in his vein, like you're supposed to be calm with him. Did you do this? The nurse was asking those questions. I was outside, so they did so many things to resuscitate. So in 5 years, but I think like 20 minutes after, the doctor broke the news again that he's dead, and there's nothing we can.
The second hospital where they said they brought him on a stretcher, people were there, and he wanted to attend to him. Immediately, he tried to use some method. He discovered the motives are setting because all the tissue is stiff. Then they could not do anything. Immediately, he told them, no, this guy is no more. And not even now, for a very long time. For a very long time. You understand? This is the same place that she's saying they spend about 20 minutes before they break the news. Okay.
Broke the news again that he's dead, and there's nothing we can do. Oh my God. From that spot, I didn't even know anything again. I got back to went back to the house. His body was taken up too, and the nurse was with us through the night. And after my father-in-law, the family came around. His friends also came around. We even had to get another nurse to come to the house.
Can you all hear that? Get another nurse.
We even had to get another nurse to come to the house to try to find something to do to his to him, but nothing was done. The nurse was with us throughout. When my father-in-law came to.
We have to find another nurse, not coincidental word. This is not a choice of word. This is the right word to qualify, when you're trying to differentiate something. We have to find another nurse. We have to find another nurse, and the nurse was with us throughout the night. We have to find another nurse to come and try to do something about it, but there was nothing they can do. Listen again.
Hospital. I sat outside and I could listen to their conversation. The doctor was asking, what did you give him? What did you do? Like the doctor was asking, well, when you come, while trying to put it in his vein, like you're supposed to be calm with him. Did you do this? The nurse was asking those questions. I was outside, so they tried. They did so many things to resuscitate. So in 5 years, but I think like 20 minutes after, the doctor broke the news again that he's dead.
Broke the news again, making the second news.
Oh my God.
Again.
From that spot, I didn't even know anything again. I knew that I got back to, went back to the house. His body was taken home too. And the nurse was with us through the night. And after my father-in-law, the family came around, his friends also came around, we even had to get another nurse to come to the house to try to find something to do to him, but nothing was done. The nurse was with us throughout. When my father-in-law came to the house, the nurse narrated everything that happened to him. He wanted to get the nurse outside, so they tried. They did so many things to resuscitate. So in 5 years, but I think like 20 minutes after, the doctor broke the news again that he's dead, and there's nothing we can do.
Arifa,
From that,
I'm coming, please.
I didn't even know anything. I got back to, went back to the house. His body was taken home too. And the nurse was with us through the night. And after my father-in-law, the family came around, his friends also came around, we even had to get another nurse to come to the house to try to find something to do to him, but nothing was done. The nurse was.
We have to get another nurse. I saw you now. Yes, I saw you. I saw you just now. God, make I see you again. Oh, man, no fast. God, I beg.
Leave him. Don't go rest. Leave him.
You know what they talk, Abi?
Don't go rest. Leave him. Continue. Don't go rest.
No, I want to invite her. God.
Don't go rest. Leave him. You love it. Invite her again.
Oh, man, no smart. I'm not fast. I say make I give closer look.
The person don't go rest now.
God.
Continue.
Oh. Make she come out, enter again.
Do you not
no,
fit again?
No be me.
Not fit again. Leave her. Arifa play that part.
She go just laugh me now. I don't catch the name. I don't catch the name. She go dey laugh me now. She go dey there, they laugh me. I saw the picture clear. No be confident.
No be comfy. Comment section and amiibo. I say leave him now. They don't go where.
Okay. Hi. All right.
If I play
the second nurse is
call her father-in-law I don't know if she was trying to say my father-in-law. I don't know if trying to say her father-in-law met Mohbad alive or what. Play it again.
All right, listen to what your father-in-law do.
Obviously, saying that he's dead and there's nothing we can do. Oh my God. From that spot, I didn't even know anything again. I knew that if I got back to, like, went back to the house, his body was taken home too. And the nurse was with us through the night. And after my father-in-law, like, just the family came around, his friends also came around, like, we even had to get another nurse to come to the house to try to find something to do to him, but nothing was done. The nurse was with us throughout. When my father-in-law came to the house, the nurse narrated everything that happened to him. He wanted to get the nurse arrested. But my father said we should allow her to go. Yeah, he doesn't have any business.
We wanted to get the nurse arrested. The nurse that you did not arrest when your husband gave up the ghost at the first hospital, you did not arrest her when they break the news at the second hospital. You have to wait till the second nurse came and look for something to do, and there was nothing they can do. It was now when your father-in-law came that you now wanted to arrest the nurse. So you need to wait for instruction from your father-in-law before you arrest the nurse whom you claim that by your husband.
Arifa, and Matthew, the father said he didn't meet any nurse in the household.
Even the nurse said she has never set her eyes on Baba Mohbad before.
Okay.
The first place that she's going to see Baba happens to be online. They've never had any conversation. Which means Baba did not even go to Panti to check on this nurse to ask one or two questions.
Arifa, did you know where I'm confused? They said they took Mohbad to the hospital. When they took Mohbad to the hospital and the doctor pronounced that Mohbad was dead, I thought the hospital supposed to put Mohbad into the mortuary. Why did they give Mohbad corpse to them immediately? If truly there is a second hospital, because we have not seen that scenario before. Somebody died in the hospital, and immediately they gave to the corpse to the family. I've not seen some before. They would transfer the person to the mortuary, and they would do the necessary things. So that means
it is simply because this body we are talking about does not give up in their facility.
Yes. And
it was BID brought in dead in the first hospital. The second hospital also confirmed the same thing.
Arifa, let me answer her. Even if they want to transfer that body to mortuary, it's the hospital that will rise and they will get police reports, which the mortuary will now use to keep him there. Do you understand? So you can't just bring a dead body without police report. That was why they kept him home.
This is the problem. Even the first hospital give a death summary that is enough to keep the body in the morgue.
Okay.
And they collected the death summary, which is enough to keep the body in the morgue. And they decide not to. It is their self-decision not to keep the body in the morgue because they want immediate burial.
Okay.
They want immediate burial. Wow. That is why they kept all those information away, so the body will be transported direct into the soil. Mission accomplished.
This nurse with the nurse that she should go. And where is the nurse now? The nurse, I think they granted her bail. The nurse is out there. I saw a video of her last month. She was in love, living her life. Like she was living her life. I saw a video. She was on the
Can you imagine?
Arifa.
She saw a video of the nurse last month.
Arifa, can you imagine? You saw a video of the nurse having the time of her life, and you cannot scream to the world that the nurse that pied my husband.
Is she not living her life too? Why would she scream? Is she not living her life too?
Is this whole thing?
What about her? Is she not living her life too? She's living her life too now. She's enjoying it.
Somebody that cares
She's
about the
enjoying
husband, she should be shouting that. Don't even release that nurse. So she's the one that pied my husband. Though, don't release her. Don't release her. You understand?
Because they all know it's a movie and it's a game.
Now you are seeing the nurse clubbing, and you are going to interview, and you actually have the confidence to even say with your mouth
that the nurse is clubbing. Is women not clubbing?
Yes, it's also clubbing.
I wonder. She's celebrating birthday. She's doing a lot of things. So
she went to a wedding party at Tanzania.
Yes.
Yeah, but before the Tanzania, the nurse has been clubbing. Before the Tanzania, the nurse has been clubbing, and she allowed the nurse to be clubbing.
She herself has been having fun even before the nurse go to club.
Arifa, forget about Wumi's fun. Listen, even if I'm having fun, the killer of my husband cannot be out there having fun, and I will not shout.
Because the girl is innocent somehow. That is why she would not even raise alarm.
Exactly. Now you are talking. Forget about she having fun. You are looking at the killer of my husband having fun.
She would not raise alarm.
And you can't shout that, hey, why did you guys release this nurse? This is the nurse that pied my husband.
She dare not try it.
Did that.
She dare not try it.
When they have
because if they mount much pressure on her, she might even say those things that they don't want them to know.
Now you are talking. Now it's
the most funniest thing is, did you know why they bring in? Somebody is asking what less to nurse being come when you have pharmacy and hospitals. The problem is there is something that happened in the house, and they don't want the whole world to know what's happened. So by taking Mohbad to the hospital or taking Mohbad to the nearest pharmacy or medical center, people will ask that what is the causes of the injury or something, and they don't want people to know what happened in their house. That is why they don't.
Apparently, the hospital is not far from the house. So why call a nurse when you can actually take a cab to the hospital if you don't have a car?
It is very, very clear that something happened. It is clear. It is very, very clear that something happened in the house.
Because there are two hospitals which are close. Two hospitals are close to the house, isn't it, Arifa?
It's trackable.
One hospital is very close to that house. That is trackable. And one pharmacy is close to that house. That is trackable.
So why call a nurse when you can actually take a cab to the hospital and get a food?
And not one nurse, two different nurses.
You have to wait for over 12 hours.
Not 12 hours, 24 hours.
Over 24 hours for a nurse to come from Cotonou.
Let's listen for that.
So clear. Don't let us be asking that question. Something happened in that house, and they don't want anybody to know.
Somebody, a lady like you is not a widow just because of your mistake. And you know, you're not out there living a life.
Do you call that a mistake? Somebody injected your husband and a pipe, no be say paralyzed you. Do you call that a mistake? Now damage control. The damage was the nurse is out there, even fixing frontal, clubbing. That is the damage. Now to control the damage, what really happened was actually a mistake.
No. But Arifa, hold on, please. I'm going to take you back a bit. You see, when Spending said he saw Mohbad at 11 a.m. and Mohbad was complaining that his hand is still hurting him. Okay? That place, gone. Why is it that they didn't go to the hospital there and then?
And so that means that Spending is a lie.
Exactly.
He's
so
lying.
All of them
are
as
we are talking, let's be going back to Spending. Spending is the main thing. Let's not deviate from it, because I can see that we are deviating small.
No, we are not deviating. No.
From that,
I'm only trying to tally that Spending story. That Spending story is what I'm trying to tie up. You understand? That is why we are coming here. When we talk of the second nurse, which nurse the Spending gave is the number? The first or the second?
Arifa, let's look.
Who brought the
Arifa,
second?
let's look at it this way. You said you saw somebody around 11 a.m. That the person is LD, sound and healthy. That is only having a minor injury. If truly Mohbad was having a minor injury, and he complained to you that boss, I'm having a minor injury. Did you have? And you said, okay, you have a nurse. You message the nurse. The nurse read the message, but she did not reply the message. Immediately, if Mohbad was in distress that time, Mohbad is going to go to the street and look for a medical center or a pharmacy nearest to him. That means all these things they are telling us is a lie.
Miriam.
Mohbad is not healthy. Something happened to that boy in the night.
Just to add to what, okay, go on. All right, go on.
Let me assist you, Miriam. Imagine someone like Mohbad, it's a matter that is within the Malians. Does he have his own personal nurse or doctor?
They say apparently, did you hear that they said they called his personal nurse before, that they called his personal nurse, she didn't pick. Abi Arifa? No,
yes.
That they called his own personal nurse that she didn't pick. So now that personal nurse is not pick. You guys were insisting on somebody in Cotonou calling that person 20 times. When you have a nurse that did not pick.
Okay.
You understand?
That's not even the major problem.
Okay.
The problem is this. Let's pick 1 or 2 points from what was the preliminary report of the police to see whether Spending is saying the right thing or not. You understand? Because we need to know who is actually saying the right thing, who is lying, who is not. You get it? Let's see what was the statement from the police.
Professional, fair, transparent, rule of law guided, and evidence-led homicide investigation. The end goal of this initiative is not only to unravel the circumstances of the singer's death, but to deliver justice for Mohbad.
Okay.
While inaugurating the special investigation team projected a 2-week timeline for the perfection of the police interim investigation report.
Okay.
With the assurance that members of the public will be kept abreast of the investigative progress as much as legally and professionally permissible. I can today confirm that the police interim investigation report is now ready.
Okay.
And this media briefing is being undertaken in fulfillment of our assurance to keep Lagosians, Nigerians, and indeed the international community abreast of the status of the case. This briefing therefore focuses on police investigative actions since the investigation commenced, the interim findings on the strength of facts and of evidential value so far established,
that
grounds pending further actions.
It is all based on investigation, not ESC. You understand? It is all based on investigation, no ESC. Say what you want to say.
You make laugh, don't talk again. Don't worry, they carry on. I just mute myself when they talk. I just go on that place, go to listen to all that. You're not for the chat. When they hear those, they are stupid police something. Man, mute, continue. Don't worry, don't mind me.
All right.
In which the late singer raised a narrative of the custody of the agency problems there.
And the driver said Mohbad was bleeding. So that means the driver was.
Arifa, hold on.
They were lying.
This police thing you are playing, is it important? It's not important. Let's focus on that Spending.
No, I want to bring out something.
All they said is that he bleed profusely. That's all. That's what they will say. Nothing else. And they found
Now, if the police said Mohbad was bleeding profusely,
we have been listening to this police thing for long. Nothing has come out of it. Let's focus on
this interview. In this preliminary report, the police claim that Mohbad was in pain, unbearable pain. That's what leads to calling of the nurse.
When you have a hospital 2 minutes away from you, why call nurse?
He is in unbearable pain. That is the word they use. Unbearable pain. And that is why they call the nurse. Now, somebody that is in unbearable pain, you have to still wait for nurse for over 24 hours to come and attend to somebody that is in unbearable pain.
If truly there was nothing that happened in that house that day, they will not call the nurse and they will take Mohbad to the right place, to the right place. But for them taking Mohbad to the right place,
wrong in that house.
Well, for them taking Mohbad to the right place, to hospitals or something somewhere very close, people will know what's actually happened in that house. And what actually happened in that house is what they don't want us to know.
We all do something wrong in that house.
So,
you understand? No, what they are trying to let us know is this.
Arifa, please. Something
they are
just come up.
We're not going to talk all the time. Now make one person speak. Now, yeah, go on. Now, I won't talk.
Arifa.
And you carry on. You haven't spoken since you came up.
Arifa. You know that she's currently listening to you on another platform. This lady, I'm coming. Let me put it on speaker. You will say something. Arifa, you know that she's currently listening to you on another platform. This lady, I'm coming. Let me put it on speaker. You will say something.
Echoing. What's happening?
She's currently listening to you on another platform.
If you don't need this distraction, when I meet this in a bed, we could do it to the door, not for the shot a beg. Arifa, as you were saying, when you played the police one, yeah? That police one that you played. Now, look at it from this as a perspective. When you played it, there's something, I picked a line there. It's very clear that the police did not do any investigation. They went on hearsay. They just asked questions, okay, and they now started forming up, a story, right? And that just shows that the police had they didn't take the case serious. There was no investigation, no homicide approach was taken to the case. Because when it's a homicide investigation, you don't just go and, let me go and ask second party what happened. That's not, and then you just hurriedly come out and start saying story. So let's even leave that. Now, let's come back to spending. Based on the matter at hand, the spending on. Now, spending is saying that Mohbad was alive at 11 o'clock, basically. Let me try and bring out the points that's coming to my head. One, Mohbad was alive. You saw him 11 o'clock, right? The same Monday, Mohbad called. Arifa, you have the timeline, so maybe you can help me with that. I think early hours of the morning, she called again at 9. If I'm wrong, please help me. And then she called again towards noon, right? So now, this boy was alive, according to spending. So there's the time, you're trying to tell us that he had activities on Monday. That's what he's trying to establish. There were activities going on Monday. So if there are activities of he was alive and he was okay, he told you see his hand. Obviously, he picked up his phone. He was normal, like, he was just, okay, I'm good. I had a hangover, I'm up, yada, yada, yada. Why would he not speak to his mom?
Okay.
Now, you are saying that, okay, the hand was minor and then it was swollen. Leave that. Let's pack that now. The driver said that around 3 o'clock, people came out to rush to the pharmacy over this same hand. Now, on the same hand or hand injury, minor injury, Wumi, in the CTC, we affirm that she said they used rub or whatever to massage the hand. So if you kept giving all these first aid treatments to this hand and it wasn't working, how is it possible that
he was okay, the hand had swollen, and then you still had to wait another 24 hours for you to get enough coming from Cotonou. The same movie now said that they were able to get a nurse, a second nurse. So that one didn't come from Cotonou. Sorry, can you mute? I don't know this account. Oyede something Isola. So the same, the woman now said they were able to get another nurse to confirm if he was dead. So now that nurse, did she come also from Cotonou? No. Oyede, can you mute yourself? Jeez. You know, this person still came from where? Where did that nurse come from? Now, Arifa, the proximities of the pharmacy to the house, the proximity of the hospital to the house, how does it make sense that you had to wait all the way for a nurse to come from Cotonou? Bear in mind, that is not your private nurse. She does not have your medical history. She doesn't know anything about you. So what particularly, what specialty, what level of expertise was this nurse coming to fix? Don't forget, it is a minor injury. The laceration was termed or classed as minor as far as the NMS results were concerned. So why are you waiting for a nurse? With all these first aid treatments that were applied to this young man's hand, why?
That minor injury that he sustained that day, they are just using it as an excuse. That is not what happened. That is not what the nurse is coming to tweet. They are just using that as an excuse for the public. They are just lying. Something happened in that house, which they don't want the public to know. That is the reason why Mohbad was not taken to the hospital or to a nearby medical center or a pharmacy. Because once they took Mohbad to any medicine store, all the secret that we are looking for now is to be out. And they don't want it to be out. Maybe they never know it will lead to death. No. That is the reason why.
To back what Anne is saying up, this is what Mama Mohbad said concerning this particular issue when she was interviewed initially on the whole matter. I was called. I still talk to the wife on Monday. I called her.
Torí mi mọ mo kàn rí kó kọjá lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi níbi tí mo ti ṣe prayer mo kàn rí kó rọra kọjá mo kàn sáré mú fún wa náà sùn bí àmọ́ mi kì í má bínú o ipò ń sùn mo náà sùn nìyẹn tó wá ní àmọ́ mi ṣe mo gbọ́ nǹkan kan mo ní mi ò gbọ́ nǹkan kan.
Now I'm going to show you the video.
That means something had happened to that boy before the mother called. Mommy said gbọ́ nǹkan kan. But she's anxious to know.
And that correlates with the Prime Boy chat to Wumi where she said, don't come for now. Because you are saying, Spending is saying, is creating a scenario to bury that man that Mohbad was okay. You know, he woke up. He was even talking about his video, whatever. So he's fine. From his train of thought, Mohbad is fine. Everything is going well.
Thank you. Right? In order to discredit the chat between Wumi and Prime Boy.
Okay. So at the end of the day, and you know what, he actually shot himself in the foot, because if he's saying that Mohbad was fine, right? Why on earth would Prime Boy have to be reaching to Wumi, you know, and saying, "Where's my bag? Can I have my bag?" And then she's telling him, "Don't come for now." Because according to the same Spending, Spending was saying, Mohbad said, "Don't worry, Prime Boy will reach out to my dad. That's how we are. We'll settle." So you should be able to pick up the phone and say, "Where are you? Come on here, Jerry. Come and take your bag," and all of that to show that there's nothing. So you see, what is shocking me with Spending is, how can you come up to inject a narrative of trying to make us understand that there was a timeline to Mohbad's activities on Monday, and no other person in that house can really correlate that fact, because he had the show. Someone wrote in the comment section, the mother wanted to actually go for shopping or whatever. He was supposed to give his mother money. So why on earth would he not pick his mom's call? There's no other
activities of Mohbad that is mentioned that that you can come up on a national, whatever, global media to say you spoke to him, he showed you his hand. So if that was the case, on Tuesday, you are told that this boy is dead. Would that shockwave not make you go mental to come out and ask them what happened? I left him, he was fine. What happened overnight?
And that is the most craziest part of the story.
Come up with that.
Now look at when this woman was about to say the truth. Look at the interception and look at the way they came to interject.
Wait, I'm audible. Arifa, wait now, I'm audible.
Hold on, I'm coming, my queen, please wait.
Torí mi mọ mo kàn rí kó kọjá lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi níbi tí mo ti ṣe prayer mo kàn rí kó rọra kọjá mo kàn sáré mú fún wa ló ń sùn àmọ́ mi kì í má bínú o ipò ń sùn ni mo ló ń sùn nìyẹn ó wá ní àmọ́ mi ṣe mo gbọ́ nǹkan kan mo ní mi ò gbọ́ nǹkan kan ó wá sọ fún mi pé nítorí pé ibi tó lọ ipò ó ṣèṣe ìṣe lọ wá ní ó sùn tó fún àbọ̀ mi ọjọ́.
Can you see? Somebody came to lay his hand on her shoulder to stop her, and Darusha came straight to her to whisper to her ear in just a second. What could he say? Mommy, stop.
Oh, calm down.
Notice her body language. Her body language changed. She now stuttered for a minute
because she was going too deep. She was
so she couldn't process her train of thought anymore. She stuttered for a minute. That shows
was speaking in the spirit, so they had to now bring her back.
They nudged her to say, "Okay, don't say further." You see, at the end of the day, Arifa, I think Adama wants to say something. Let me.
Kí ló wá ṣe wọ́n kàn fi ọwọ́ ṣèṣe ni ipe torí ẹ̀ ó ń rest nínú kì mo ní kó ṣèṣe ni ipe torí ẹ̀ ó ń rest torí mi mọ mo kàn rí kó kọjá lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi níbi tí mo ti ṣe prayer mo kàn rí kó rọra kọjá mo kàn sáré mú fún wa ló ń sùn àmọ́ mi kì í má bínú o ipò ń sùn ni mo ló ń sùn nìyẹn ó wá ní àmọ́ mi ṣe mo gbọ́ nǹkan kan mo ní mi ò gbọ́ nǹkan kan ó wá sọ fún mi pé nítorí pé ibi tó lọ wípé ó.
Can you all see that?
Ó ṣe é ṣe lọ́wọ́ wọ́n á ní ó sùn.
See as all of them sit down like village people wey dey wait for Christmas rice.
Her speech slowed down. That's to tell you that she's now trying to think.
Please, who noticed
she continues speaking?
You do notice the railings? I mean, Arifa.
The railings?
That Mohbad is doing. Do you notice the railings? Yes.
And Arifa, wait first though. And don't forget to Spendy don't change his own story. Spendy don't change his story to Wunmi story. You know, before Spendy's story was Mohbad was having issue with Prime Boy because of Wunmi, because Mohbad thought Prime Boy is trying to support Wunmi. That was the story he gave at the inquest, and that was the story he gave out. Now he has changed it to Wunmi's story that Wunmi was the one trying to like talk for Prime Boy, trying to come at Mohbad because of Prime Boy, fighting Mohbad because of Prime Boy. So he has changed everything. Now he is collaborating with Wunmi's story.
Exactly.
He has changed you.
Exactly.
Why not go change? How many months now? They must have communicated with each other now. So what do you expect?
He has changed it now.
When police has let the dog out, they are now roaming all over the place, everywhere. Why wouldn't they change story? They've left everybody to
If you like, you should change story to Wunmi's story. All I know is from the onset, all of us, we are not fools. We are not fools. They should keep lying and keep manipulating. Spending, you know the target of what is on your head.
My sister and my brother, I want to tell you something, please.
Arifa,
please, my sister, I want to tell you something.
Everybody see how they
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Wait, please wait.
Please,
wait, just 1 minute.
Me first English. Hello, I don't want to speak English because story TikTok àti àwọn tó kù àtàwọn olórí burúkú olórí wa wọ̀nyí ẹ wò ẹ jẹ́ kí Spendy ó máa parọ́ lọ ó fẹ́ ṣẹ̀wọ̀n ni ẹ já mọ́nítọ̀ ẹ̀ kò ń ṣe ti Bobrisky o ẹ já mọ́nítọ̀ tí tán máa hàn gí ẹ̀fẹ́ ó rẹ́dí àti fẹ́ gbé sórí ni ẹ má pìtì ẹ̀ already àyà ẹgbà wọn ti fún ẹmọ epo ti rọ̀bù sílẹ̀ báyìí dọjọ́ kú ẹ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n ẹ̀ ṣe press up a máa sì ń dé bèbè kì í ṣẹ̀wọ̀n nìkan ibi tó ti máa hàn yẹ tọmọ yìnbọn pa. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
Who go translate?
What she said was.
Make we follow laugh now. Everybody's laughing in the comment section. We can't laugh.
What she said was, we should allow spending to keep lying, so that they will use Gary to measure our jail, spend in jail, and we no go allow spending matter be like Bobrisky own. We go they do follow up, bomber to bomber.
Exactly, we need to
go they check out for prison every now and then.
Arifa, don't be upset. I think one of the things we can try this evening alongside what we're doing, please, the CTC of spending, all the interviews he has granted, if you can just put it out there so that at least the world would know and see the inconsistency of
everything is intact. And we are going to start.
You came late. We have been playing this. We played everything earlier on.
I'm sorry. Okay, if you've done it, that's fine. That's fine.
Don't send you like what you did.
Is out here.
That's fine. That's fine.
We are still going to expose spending the more because spending is giving us a very thick forest. A very thick forest now to dig is what spending is doing for us. Spending is not helping this situation at all. Spending is not helping anything at all. If anybody thinks spending is doing any, spending is damaging the whole story. Let's listen to spending now.
I don't see why. I don't see why.
This spending talk, they are just going to tell him that, okay, go home. That verdict that is on him, did he even know what he's doing? Did he think they would just